being a model, no matter what, we're always going to be perceived as being fashionable, even if we're wearing a garbage bag. But, I just try to be me.
Hi, I'm Nanette Lepore, and you're watching CHIC.TV.
Can you guys believe this is the second to the last day? That's it.
It's been 7 days. Crazy.
I know. It's nuts. You guys want to meet up next week and just do this whole thing over again?
I think we
can
should
have
have
our
so much
own
fun.
fashion week.
Play by play. Absolutely.
Deal. Okay. What are we doing, Pam?
Well, Lauren, you had Go Blass this morning, right?
I did. The collection's beautiful. It was African inspired. Yeah, beautiful dresses. I really liked it. And then I went over to Nanette Lepore. She had very bright pieces, and she also debuted her swimwear collection.
And Emily, you have 3 shows today.
Yes, Michael Kors is first, and then I'm going to Gottex and speaking to Molly Grad. And what's my third one?
Anna Sweet.
Anna Sweet, that's right.
And both of you actually met with Kristen Rawson today, right?
Yeah. Kristen Rawson, the stylist over at Ann Taylor, she spoke to us about what she saw on the runway this season and how we can take those looks and do it ourselves at home.
Great tips.
Yes.
And now you have to run to Michael Kors.
Yes, Michael Kors. I'll see you later.
Okay, see you later. Want to get coffee?
Yeah.
We're backstage with Nanette Lepore right before your show. Tell me a little bit about the collection that we're going to see.
The collection was inspired by the idea of just going back to work and the idea of handcrafted clothing in New York. So I felt inspired by the idea of work clothes and aprons and wrapping on your apron and going to the workbench and just feminizing it, and the idea of just getting, the economy back, American manufacturing back. Then, beautiful long flowy sundresses, sort of taking it to the other level where you just really want to be feminine.
Beautiful, and I've been looking at a lot of the pieces, and it is very bright and colorful and beautiful. What kind of woman do you see wearing your clothes when you're designing?
Well, this time it's a sexy carpenter with lots of lipstick. So it's always different, but I really pretty much have a following of women who go to work and women who, buy clothing that they need for their everyday lives. So from like playtime to work, and more importantly, a lot of times I would, people wear me to like weddings and stuff. I'm always getting notes on the website, like I wore this on my first date. Like I love those kinds of notes. Wear my clothes just to make women feel sexy. It's good to know that you're there for women when they want to feel good.
We're backstage with Molly, the creative director with Gottex.
Yes, and it's a beautiful, beautiful collection. Tell us kind of your inspiration.
Well, I think the main idea was to have as many women as possible love the collection, and I think there's a little bit for everyone in there. We have a lot of print, a lot of color, a lot of beautiful shapes, solids, and a lot of embellishment, so there's a lot of special pieces.
Everything is so fabulous, and I just want to be on a yacht. So that's your inspiration?
I think it's for the kind of woman that has a gorgeous ready-to-wear wardrobe and she wants her swimwear and beachwear to match. And in a way I had in mind the kind of women that go on a cruise or a vacation and they just want a gorgeous wardrobe starting from going to the beach and then afterwards to a little party or just to lounge. So it's literally the perfect cruise wardrobe.
And now I have to ask, as a swimwear designer, did you grow up on the beach? And
Yes, I did actually.
Oh, really? Okay, so is that kind of why
I grew up in
you?
Israel, so very close to the beach. And I guess I just saw it all the time, and it's quite inspiring because it's a lifestyle, you know.
Yes.
So definitely.
Do you think some of your pieces you can wear from daytime to nighttime?
Yes, definitely. I think towards the end there's a lot of very high glamour, chic, glitzy pieces, and it's almost like some of them could be worn as swimwear, very glamorous swimwear. Some of them could be worn as bodysuits with an evening skirt or something a bit more elaborate, and I think they're quite versatile.
How fun is this?
Here we go.
I think first of all, to me, it's all about fabric because it's a double-sided, shiny Lurex, but super light. And then on top of that, you have the royal blue embroidery and the crystals. So it's a gorgeous caftan.
We're at Lincoln Center talking with Kristen Rawson. She's a celebrity stylist over at Ann Taylor. And Kristen, what have you been seeing on the runway so far?
It's just such a beautiful breath of fresh air. The spring collections are always my favorite collections. They're crisp whites. Whites everywhere, in every single collection. White is the new camel. So there's white shirts, white skirts, white blazers, white accessories, which are gorgeous. And then pared down with still a lot of key military pieces.
I really love the maxi dresses that we're seeing on the runway this season, and I'm curious because I'm tall and I love wearing maxi dresses, but is it for everyone?
I think because you're tall, you're so fine you can wear it with a flat and you could belt it and that will give it a bit more proportion. For someone that's a little bit shorter, add a heel with height and then they can wear a maxi dress.
Okay. So tell me what a huge styling tip that you've learned this week while being at Fashion Week.
I think this week I've seen clean, minimal looks. So it's all about key separates. It's bringing back your classic white shirt and mixing it up with maybe a military-inspired skirt. But you can always bring back your classic essentials, like a trench coat, and mix that in with more of a key item trend that you're seeing this season.
Which is huge at Ann Taylor. When I think Ann Taylor, I think of the classic white shirt.
Classic white shirt, classic trench coat, beautiful pencil skirt. We have them all.
We're here at the Blass presentation talking with Jeffrey Montieri. You're the creative director here. And tell me a little bit about the collection.
My collection's based on a book I found called African Elegance, and I just looked, we coined it the Bible during the design process. Every time we had a question about the collection, we came back to it to look at the colors and the textures and the way this tribe put together they're kind of uniform in a way. So there's a little bit of a uniform theme going on with the collection as well. But I tried to evoke all the spirit of this book and the textures, the colors, and the ease and effortlessness as well as elegance.
Okay, and what is one of your favorite pieces?
I've been asked this question a lot. I said there isn't one particular piece. There's so many pieces, and it shifts and it ebbs and flows. Like sometimes like, oh, I love this one, and then I'm like, oh, I love that one. Every time you look at something, the longer you look at it, you notice different things about it.
Sure. And what women do you see wearing the collection? What kind of women?
I see many different women. I see a woman who's like comfortable with herself and has a faceted life. She has many interests and many aspects that she has to dress for, and I like the idea that we dress her from day to evening. We dress her through all the different phases of her life.